I could not stop seeing ads for this glue, so I bought it and we're gonna review it. Hey guys, welcome to the Sewing Report. I'm Jen. This channel is all about making sewing and crafts fun and approachable, and I'm back with another product review, and this one is for Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. I just kept seeing Facebook ad after Facebook ad for the glue. It billed itself as being like non-runny, very precise, came with a bunch of tips, and it looked like it was perfect for scrapbooking. That's something I've been getting into a little bit lately. I got a Sizzix Big Shot. I also own another unnamed cutting machine. Y'all know what it is, and I thought I would give it a chance. This glue says it is non-toxic, dries clear, has precision tips, and it says it's flexible, resists cracking, wrinkle resistant, clump resistant, designed tough to have a strong hold, and durable, and apparently you can even use it after it's been frozen. And I guess the reason they said that is because, especially if this glue is shipping in the wintertime, it's on the road or it's in planes and it might get frozen due to low temperatures, and apparently this can be frozen up to, I believe, 5 times. And it's still okay to use. I went to the website. There's a couple places you can order it, Amazon, or you can go straight to Barely Art's website, which I decided to do that. They do offer free shipping for United States customers, so that was appreciated. I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. This glue is, I would say, very expensive. For this little starter kit, which comes with a 4-ounce bottle and the tips, it comes with a storage tip, which is what's on it now. It comes with a fine tip and then like an extra fine tip, as well as a cleaning pin, which I will say the cleaning pin was very handy because I've often used like a sewing pin to clean the tips of my glue bottles. So in this review, I will be going over the features of the product, showing you a few different applications, and for the heck of it, I'm gonna compare it to a few other glues I own, including the one I use for glue basting a lot, just regular Elmer's washable school glue, in my own signature Sewing Report fine tip bottles. And this one I just got. This is Sizzix Express Glue, and I decided to kind of put all 3 up against each other, see which one performs the best. I tried it out on fabric, regular paper, and also paper towels because they are very absorbent and a more delicate type of paper. So let's get into the review. At first glance, this glue looks like any other glue. White, thick liquid, you know the drill. I bought this for the ultra-fine tip, so I use it for everything in this demonstration. First, I tried it out to glue down the binding in a lunch bag I made. I was able to control the application quite well, and it seemed to do the trick. Another thing I wanted to try the glue out on was smaller paper pieces. Recently, I got a Sizzix craft box with lots of goodies for the Big Shot cutter. I was working with some seriously tiny parts of various designs. This glue and a pair of tweezers really made assembly much easier than I was expecting. Now let's put it to the test against Elmer's washable school glue. Cardstock is the standard for scrapbooking, so of course we'll see how they stack up. Here's the Elmer's washable school glue. And the Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. The Barely Art glue is on the left, and while both did the job, the Elmer's glue did leave the cardstock a bit wavy. Next, I glued cotton fabric together, first with the Barely Art. What I like is that the glue didn't soak through too much and did actually adhere the pieces fairly well. With the Elmer's glue, you can really feel that moisture seeping through. The fabric comes apart easily, but this is why I use it for basting. I also tried both types of glue on identical card projects, with some intricate cutouts to see how the tips perform. The Barely Art glue's ultra-fine tip definitely was an advantage, and I found it easier to apply. After sticking the hello pieces to the cards, I do feel the Barely Art glue side on the left was smoother and had less warping of the paper. For the biggest competition, we are bringing in the Sizzix Express Glue, which also has a fine tip. I'm using paper towels because they're a more absorbent, delicate material. Here's the Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. Very little bleed through, easy to apply, no lumpy spots, and you can barely see it through the paper towel. Elmer's washable school glue. I could feel the moisture seeping through to the other side, significant and visible lumps and warping. Sizzix Express Glue. Right away I noticed it was watery, even more so than the Elmer's. It was hard to control the flow during application, lots of moisture seeping through, and very clumpy. Barely Art was the clear winner, but surprisingly, the Sizzix glue performed the worst. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, if I had to rate Barely Art Precision Craft Glue, I would give the product about an 8.5 to a 9. Like, gearing more towards a 9. It actually does what it says it will do. And I really like the fine tips that come with it. The extra fine tip was perfect for doing those like little intricate scrapbooking pieces, so I gave that a shot. It worked fantastic. The cons to this product, I would definitely say the price. $15 for this is probably one of the most expensive glues I've purchased, especially when you compare it to like the generic version of Elmer's washable school glue. I got some bottles from Target for 50 cents. And even compared to the more expensive, but I would say still mid-range price, Sizzix Express Glue, which I absolutely do not recommend. Sad to say, this product just really didn't meet the mark for me, and I will not be using it, and I don't recommend it. I do like a lot of Sizzix other products, but the glue, unfortunately, is just not one of them. If this was $10, I would say this is a decent deal. And I have seen reviews saying that Art Glitter Glue is also an excellent glue for the same type of purposes. But when I was checking prices online for that product, it actually wasn't any cheaper than the Barely Art Glue. The Barely Art Glue was actually a few dollars less. So this seems to be one of the best options for scrapbooking applications I've personally tried. I do wish it was a little less expensive, but I would still repurchase this. I would buy it. Now, if you're gonna do something like glue basting with fabric, still go with the Elmer's washable school glue or the generic version, because for the price you can't beat it. It works great for that purpose, and you don't need a super fine tip for it. Again, you're gonna spend a lot less money on the glue basting because 50 cents per bottle versus 15. Now you can get a refill, but I personally would probably just keep continuing to buy this little like starter kit, because I feel like over time you're gonna need to replace the tips eventually. Even with the cleaning, I can still see these, sort of getting gunky or whatever. So we'll see how long these last. The other con with this product is the fact that whenever you need to use the extra fine tip, you have to take off the storage tip, put on the tip you want to use, and then wash it out immediately. It would be kind of nice if you could use the extra fine tip, but then there was like a cap for it, because then I would just keep that tip on the glue bottle all the time and just put the cap on it. So that's why I would probably give it an 8.5 to a 9. I would say this is a good product, and if you do a lot of paper crafting, I think this is worth picking up. Maybe give it a chance if you're using the Art Glitter Glue, because this is actually, at current prices, cheaper, so it might not be a bad deal. But it is still $15 for glue is, in my opinion, pretty expensive. So those are just my thoughts on the Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. So take that what you will. If you've tried this product, let me know below in the comments. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Is it just okay? And are there more products you'd like to see me trying out in future episodes of the Sewing Report? Oh yes, and obviously this is not a sponsored video. I have no business association with this company, and my dishwasher is now clean apparently. And yeah, I bought everything myself, and I wanted this to be a very unbiased, completely just unsponsored review. So that's what this is. But thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check out some of my other product review videos here, or if you'd like to learn how to sew, I have a whole series featuring the Brothers CS7000i sewing machine. But I'm Jen with the Sewing Report. I'll see you guys again in the next video, and remember, whatever you're doing, make it fun.